अपने साथी कमेंटेटर मिस माधुरी पी के साथ आप सभी दर्शकों के समक्ष श्रीहरिकोटा के मिशन नियंत्रण कक्ष से प्रमोशन मिशन की घटनाओं का विवरण प्रस्तुत करेंगे। यह हर भारतीय के लिए गौरव का क्षण है और इसरो के लिए एक शतकीय प्रमोशन का अवसर है। आइए हमारे साथ इस स्वर्णिम अवसर के साक्षी बनिए, जहां आज श्रीहरिकोटा के द्वितीय प्रमोशन मंच से GSLV-F15 प्रमोचक यान का प्रमोशन किया जाएगा। GSLV प्रमोचक यान द्वारा NVS-02 नामक नौवहन उपग्रह को प्रमोशन श्रीहरिकोटा के द्वितीय प्रमोशन मंच से आज 29 जनवरी 2025 को भारतीय मानक समय अनुसार 6:23 पर किया जाएगा।
Namaskar and a hearty welcome to the viewers who have joined us live. ISRO is gearing for its 100th launch mission today from its only spaceport, Satish Dhawan Space Center, Shar, Sriharikota, located in Andhra Pradesh, the southern state of India. I am Madhuri giving the commentary in English, and with me in the commentary box is my co-commentator Shri Vikas Varnkar, who will be giving the commentary in Hindi. We bring to you the live coverage of GSLV-F15 NVS-02 mission live from the Mission Control Center. The launch of GSLV-F15 NVS-02 mission is scheduled today, the 29th of January 2025 at 6:23 hours Indian Standard Time from the second launch pad. The intent of the launch is to place the NVS-02, the second among the second generation of navigation satellites weighing 2,250 kilograms in 170 by 36,695 kilometers geosynchronous transfer orbit with an inclination of 20.79 degrees. The launch will place the satellite at an altitude of 322 kilometers with a velocity of 9.7 kilometers per second, so that the apogee attained is 36,695 kilometers and the perigee is 170 kilometers. The satellite will advance India's regional navigation capabilities.
All stations, stand by for the timer. 3 minutes, 30 minutes. यह मिशन इस वर्ष का प्रथम प्रमोशन मिशन होने वाला है। इससे पहले हमने 30 दिसंबर 2024 को PSLV C60 का सफल प्रक्षेपण देखा और उसके पश्चात स्पेडएक्स A और B का सफल डॉकिंग एक्सपेरिमेंट भी देखा। इसरो ऐसे कई विकासशील प्रयोगों के लिए प्रयासरत है, जिसमें गगनयान मिशन सबसे उल्लेखनीय है। बहरहाल इस मिशन में NVS-02 नेविगेशन सैटेलाइट 2 नामक 2250 किलोग्राम नितभार वाले नौवहन उपग्रह को 170 किलोमीटर की उपभू तथा 36,577 किलोमीटर की अपभू कक्षा में 20.79 डिग्री के झुकाव के साथ स्थापित किया जाना है। नाविक यानी नेविगेशन विद इंडियन कॉन्स्टलेशन भारत की स्वतंत्र स्थानीय नौवहन सुविधा उपग्रह तंत्र है, जिसे पूर्ण परिशुद्धता से स्थिति, वेग और समय सुविधा प्रदान करने के लिए अभिकल्पित किया गया है। नाविक उपग्रहों का भारतीय क्षेत्र के अतिरिक्त 1500 किलोमीटर के क्षेत्र में यह सुविधाएं प्रदान करेगा। अब आप सभी दर्शकों के सामने प्रस्तुत है GSLV-F15 का संक्षिप्त इंटीग्रेशन वीडियो। जियोसिंक्रोनस सैटेलाइट लॉन्च व्हीकल का यह प्रथम चरण का नोजल एंड सेगमेंट बहुत ही सावधानी पूर्वक इसे सॉलिड स्टेज प्रिपरेशन बिल्डिंग असेंबली बिल्डिंग पर इसे लाया गया और समायोजित किया जा रहा है। मिडिल सेगमेंट को अब यहां असेंबल किया जा रहा है। यह इग्नाइटर प्रथम चरण का।
The 5 segments of the first stage S139 have been assembled in the solid stage assembly building of the second launch pad. Then thereafter the igniter and then the interstages have been assembled, and these are the visuals of the liquid strap-ons preparation, the L40, separately prepared and being brought to the solid stage assembly building to integrate with the core S139 motor.
जी हाँ, इस प्रथम चरण को आप देख रहे हैं, इसमें 4 L40 स्ट्रैप-ऑन बूस्टर्स लगते हैं जो कि कोर बूस्टर के साथ संलग्न रहते हैं। यह प्रथम चरण है। इसे अब SSAB से VAB लाया गया, व्हीकल असेंबली बिल्डिंग, तथा ये द्वितीय चरण है GSLV का, जिसे हम L40HT के नाम से जानते हैं।
The GS2 stage being hoisted carefully to integrate with the over the first stage of GSLV in the vehicle assembly building, and here is the cryogenic upper stage being brought to the vehicle assembly building, carefully tilted to be integrated over and above the second stage of GSLV.
अभी आपने देखा GSLV का तृतीय चरण, जो कि क्रायोजेनिक चरण है, जिसे क्रायो अपर स्टेज कहते हैं, और यह है NVS-02 अंतरिक्ष यान। पूर्ण परीक्षण के पश्चात इसे पेलोड अडेप्टर पर समायोजित कर सुरक्षित कर दिया जाता है पेलोड फेयरिंग के अंतर।
The GSLV practices a concept called encapsulated assembly for the satellites, wherein which you have seen the NVS-02 satellite being prepared in its clean room facilities in the satellite preparation facility. It has been brought to the vehicle assembly building for integrating above the equipment bay over the rocket.
जी हाँ, इस समुच्चय को रॉकेट के ऊपर समायोजित कर अब GSLV-F15 रॉकेट को VAB से UT उम्बिलिकल टावर तक लाया जाता है। यह लगभग 920 मीटर की दूरी होती है। आगे के पूरे परीक्षण तथा ईंधन का भराव यहां सुनिश्चित किया जाएगा।
Beautiful sight to behold. GSLV-F15 at the second launch pad.
Control to all stations. Change over to channel 2.
GSLV-F15 के प्रमोशन की उल्टी गिनती 27.5 घंटे पूर्व शुरू हो चुकी है। उड़ान की उल्टी गिनती से पहले कई बार यान तथा उपग्रह का पूर्ण परीक्षण किया जाता है। कड़े परीक्षणों और समीक्षाओं के पश्चात यान का प्रमोशन को अनुमति दी जाती है। गुणवत्ता तथा सुरक्षा के कड़े नियमों का संपूर्ण अनुपालन यहाँ अनिवार्य होता है। छोटी से छोटी त्रुटि भी हानिकारक हो सकती है, इसलिए इसके विस्तृत चर्चा के पश्चात और समुचित उपाय के साथ ही इस प्रमोशन का अनुमोदन दिया जाता है।
The countdown for GSLV-F15 NVS-02 mission has been 27.5 hours long, that commenced at the wee hours yesterday morning.
All stations change over to channel 2.
The countdown is commenced subject to the satisfactory fulfillment of the readiness of all the participating systems and weather conditions. During the countdown, the launch vehicle liquid propellant tanks are serviced with the fuel and oxidizer. The second stage GS2 and the 4 L40 strap-ons are the ones to be filled early on. The filling of the cryogenic upper stage with liquid oxygen and liquid hydrogen takes place closer to the launch time. The ground tracking systems are checked for their transmission. Winds in the upper atmosphere are measured to finalize the day of launch wind biasing program for the launch vehicle. We are now 23 minutes away from the scheduled launch time.
जी हाँ, काउंटडाउन की उल्टी गिनती जारी है। अब हम उड़ान से 23 मिनट की दूरी पर हैं।
T-23 minutes.
कुछ अंतिम गतिविधियों को पूरा कर उनकी जांच की जा रही है। इस दौरान यान को पावर ऑन किया गया है। GS2 जो कि तरल नोदक वाला चरण है, उसमें N2O4 तथा US-25 के भराव सुनिश्चित कर लिया गया है। अंतरिक्ष यान को पावर ऑन कर स्वास्थ्य जांच तथा बैटरी आवेशन किया गया है। GS2 की तरह L40 स्टेप ऑन बूस्टर्स भी तरल नोदक पर आधारित है। इनमें भी तरल नोदक का भराव सुनिश्चित कर लिया गया है। मिशन कंप्यूटर्स, रेंज सेफ्टी कंसोल की जांच पूरी की जा चुकी है। क्रायो चरण की शीतलन द्वारा भराव की स्थितियां प्राप्त कर भराव सुनिश्चित किया जा चुका है। सभी संचार तंत्रों की जांच पूर्ण हो चुकी है और अब हम उड़ान से 22 मिनट की दूरी पर हैं। सभी तंत्र निदेशक अपने तंत्रों की सूचना मिशन निदेशक को देते हुए कुछ ही क्षणों में ऑटोमेटिक लॉन्च सीक्वेंस शुरू किया जाएगा।
These are the visuals from the viewers gallery in the Mission Control Center. In the first row, you can see the former chairman of ISRO.
सभी वैज्ञानिक बड़ी तन्मयता से अपने कंसोल पर आंकड़ों का अध्ययन करते हुए सभी तंत्रों के आंकड़े हम तक यहां उपलब्ध हैं। GSLV की 17वीं उड़ान होने जा रही है और इसमें लगे स्वदेशी क्रायोचरण की 11वीं उड़ान होगी। यह सभी इसरो के वैज्ञानिकों के लिए गर्व का पल है जब सतीश धवन अंतरिक्ष केंद्र से इसरो की 100वीं उड़ान होने जा रही है। इस मिशन में 2250 किलोग्राम के नौवन उपग्रह NVS-02 का प्रमोशन पृथ्वी की भूतुल्यकालीय अंतरण कक्षा में 170 बाई 36,577 किलोमीटर की कक्षा में 20.79 डिग्री के झुकाव के साथ किया जाएगा।
GSLV-F15 NVS-02 launch.
Mission Director Roger.
रेंज निदेशक ने अपने तंत्र की जानकारी मिशन निदेशक को दे दी है।
PTC Director to Mission Director. All is track participate stations ready for supporting GSLV-F15 NVS-02 mission.
Mission Director Roger.
The mission executives are conveying the readiness of their respective system to Mission Director.
Mission Director Roger.
Satellite Director to Mission Director. NVS-02 satellite is ready for the launch of GSLV-F15 NVS-02 mission.
Mission Director Roger.
Coming to control, timing confirmed, external hold mode.
VLCC and LCC to note, timing confirmed, external hold mode. VLCC Roger.
LCC Roger.
सभी पूर्व अध्यक्ष इसरो के यहाँ उपस्थित।
T-19 minutes.
This is Mission Director. Mission Readiness Review Committee and the Launch Authorization Board have provided clearance for proceeding with the countdown and launch of GSLV-F15 NVS-02 mission. All operations till the initiation of automatic launch sequence have been completed satisfactorily. Based on the clearance for launch of GSLV-F15 launch vehicle, NVS-02 spacecraft, range, ISRO ground stations, and the favoring weather conditions, Mission Director hereby authorizes for commencing the launch operation sequence for the launch of GSLV-F15 NVS-02 mission at 6:23 hours IST today, 29 January 2025.
Vehicle Director Roger.
All stations to note, Mission Director has given authorization for the launch of GSLV-F15 NVS-02 mission.
अभी आपने देखा मिशन निदेशक ने इस लॉन्च को ऑथराइज कर दिया है। यह सभी तंत्र निदेशकों के सूचना पर आधारित होता है, जैसे रेंज निदेशक, टेलीमेट्री ट्रैकिंग इन कमांड, सैटेलाइट, व्हीकल निदेशक अपने तंत्रों की सूचना मिशन डायरेक्टर को दिए और मिशन डायरेक्टर ने अब ये लॉन्च अप्रूव कर दिया है। ऑटोमेटिक लॉन्च सीक्वेंस शुरू हो गया है।
A capsule of very significant checks are carried out as a part of automatic launch sequence. It is initiated T-minus 14 minutes and 20 seconds. Unique to a GSLV launch are the presence of ground-lit liquid propellant strap-ons and cryogenic upper stage. Critical systems catering to these form part of the launch pad. Normalcy of L40 chamber pressures during T-minus 4.8 seconds until T0 is a prerequisite to allow launch to take place. Re-engageable launch
T-minus
holder
17
release
minutes.
system plays an important role. The cryofluids are serviced through cryo-arm umbilicals. Topping up of fluids until launch and arm swing out when rocket lifts off are imperative for a successful liftoff. Even to the split second before the liftoff, the automatic launch sequence verifies these systems.
GSLV Mark II त्रिचरणीय प्रमोचन यान है। इसमें प्रथम चरण में कोर S139 सॉलिड बूस्टर के साथ 4 तरल नोदक वाले L40 स्ट्रैप-ऑन बूस्टर संलग्न रहते हैं। इसके ऊपर द्वितीय चरण पर हाई थ्रस्ट विकास इंजन वाला L40 स्टेज है और अंतिम में क्रायो अपर स्टेज COS-15 नामक क्रायो ईंधन पर आधारित तृतीय चरण है। यह वह अंतिम चरण है जो NVS-02 उपग्रह को उद्दिष्ट कक्षा में उचित अभिवृत्ति के साथ स्थापित करेगा। NVS-02 उपग्रह को यान सबसे ऊपरी छोर में 3.4 मीटर व्यास के ऊष्मा कवच के साथ, जिसे हम पेलोड फेयरिंग कहते हैं, उसके अंदर सुरक्षित रखा गया है। इस तरह प्रमोचन यान की कुल ऊंचाई लगभग 51 मीटर और कुल उत्थापन भार 420 टन का है।
Automatic launch sequence initiated for GSLV-F15 NVS-02 mission.
ALC in auto mode.
ऑटोमेटिक लॉन्च सीक्वेंस शुरू हो चुका है। अब आंतरिक जांच जारी है। इसके अंत में स्वतः ऑनबोर्ड कंप्यूटर L40 चरण तथा S139 प्रथम चरण कोर बूस्टर को प्रज्वलित करेगा।
The GSLV launch vehicle is 50.9 meters tall and has a lift-off mass of 420.7 tons. It has 3 propulsion stages. First stage, GS1, comprises of solid core and 4 liquid strap-ons. Second stage, GS2, has GL40 HT liquid propulsion stage. And the third stage is a cryogenic liquid propulsion stage called CUS-15. ISRO has brought to you the journey of its spaceport and the journey of its own growth as a teaser video which will be played for you.
T-minus 14 minutes.
ISRO is all set to launch its second-generation navigation satellite, NVS-02, using India's 3-stage geosynchronous satellite launch vehicle, GSLV-F15, from the second launch pad at the Satish Dhawan Space Center, SDSC Shar, Sriharikota. This launch will mark a remarkable milestone for ISRO, commemorating the 100th launch from the Spaceport of India, SDSC Shar. The origin of the spindle-shaped island, SDSC Shar, can be traced back to the 1960s, when the legendary visionary Dr. Vikram A. Sarabhai embarked upon the space research activities in the country. It is nestled in the serene backwaters of Pulicat Lake, flanked by the Buckingham Canal to the west and the Bay of Bengal to the east. On October 9, 1971, the launch of Rohini 125, a diminutive-sounding rocket, marked the commencement of operations. Since then, ISRO has rigorously upgraded the facilities at SDSC Shar to meet the growing demands. SDSC SHAR delivers top-tier launch-base infrastructure for national and international needs, empowering them to execute wide-range satellite missions with precision. These missions span remote sensing, communication, navigation, and scientific missions. It is unequivocally recognized as one of the premier spaceports in the world. This facility has successfully launched the nation's prestigious missions such as Chandrayaan, Mangalyaan, PSLV-C-37 mission with 104 satellites in one go, NavIC Constellation, and Aditya L1. Furthermore, India's highly anticipated human space mission Gaganyaan will be launched from this incredible spaceport. Recently, the Government of India has also approved to set up the third launch pad at SDSC SHAR to launch the next generation launch vehicles. These developments are crucial for ISRO's ambitious missions such as the Bharatiya Antariksh Station, Chandrayaan-4, the Venus Orbiter mission, and others. The center was renamed on September 5, 2002 to honor Professor Satish Dhawan, a former ISRO chairman, for his outstanding contributions to the Indian space sector. Through relentless commitment and forward-thinking vision, the Indian Space Research Organization, ISRO, has established India's own independent regional navigation satellite system, NavIC. NavIC delivers precise position, velocity, and timing services to users within India and extends about 1,500 kilometers beyond its land mass. A series of 5 second-generation NVS satellites will become a part of the NavIC base layer constellation, ensuring seamless continuity of services. The L1 band signals equipped on these NVS satellites effectively broaden the range of services offered. NVS-01 marks the debut of the second generation of satellites and was successfully launched aboard GSLV-F15 on May 29, 2023. For the very first time, it featured an indigenous atomic clock. In a continuation of its predecessor NVS-02, the second satellite in the NVS series boasts navigation payloads across the L1, L5, and S bands alongside a ranging payload operating in the C band. NVS-02 is built on the standard I2K bus platform and has a liftoff mass of 2,250 kilograms and a power handling capacity of about 3 kilowatts. It seamlessly integrates a mix of homegrown and sourced atomic clocks to make sure it can accurately maintain time. NVS-02 is set to take its place at 111.75 degrees east in an inclined geosynchronous orbit with a mission lifespan anticipated to last around 12 years. The payloads from the NVS-02 satellite will be utilized for terrestrial, aerial, and maritime navigation. It will also be used for location-based services in mobile devices, precision agriculture, geodetic surveys, and many more. Through this launch, ISRO will once again demonstrate its capabilities in space technology to the global space community.
अभी आप सभी दर्शकों ने इसरो की 100th मिशन की यात्रा, आगामी मिशन तथा वर्तमान मिशन जो NVS-2 मिशन है उसका वृत्तचित्र देखा। हमने यह सफर SLV-3E1 रोहिणी रॉकेट से शुरू करते हुए ASLV, ESLV, GSLV Mark 2, GSLV Mark 3 और अन्य प्रयोगात्मक उड़ानों के साथ आज इसरो अपना 100th प्रमोशन मिशन पूरा करने जा रहा है। इसमें अंतरिक्ष अनुप्रयोगों में भारत अद्वितीय प्रदर्शन करते हुए अनेकानेक प्रयोग कर चुका है, जो सामान्य जनजीवन को आज एक अभिन्न अंग बन चुका है। इन अनुप्रयोगों में इनसेट, IRS, कार्टोसेट, चंद्रयान, GSAT, IRNSS, एस्ट्रोसेट, मार्स ऑर्बिट मिशन, क्रू मॉड्यूल एटमॉस्फेरिक री-एंट्री एक्सपेरिमेंट, आदित्य L1 सबसे उल्लेखनीय है। यह निश्चित करता है कि इसरो मुश्किल राहों पर विजय प्राप्त कर पूर्ण परिपक्वता से अंतरिक्ष मिशन को पूरा करने में सक्षम है। सुबह के 6:15 और यहाँ दर्शकों की भीड़, आंखों देखा अनुभव, उस रोमांच को महसूस करने के लिए जो एक प्रमोशन के दौरान मिलता है। इनका रोमांच देखते ही बनता है। ऑटोमेटिक लॉन्च सीक्वेंस जारी है। अब हम उड़ान से 7 मिनट की दूरी पर हैं।
T-7 minutes.
We are about 6 minutes 50 seconds from the scheduled launch time. In the meantime, let me appraise the viewers about the mission events. The GSLV-F15 NVS-02 mission will nominally last for 19 minutes and 17 seconds. The 4 L40 strap-ons will ignite at T-minus 4.8 seconds so that development of adequate thrust in all 4 liquid engines can be verified. Coinciding with T0, the core S139 motor, also called as GS1, will ignite,
Vehicle in internal power.
and the re-engageable launch, hold and release system will allow the liftoff. During the
T-minus 6
112
minutes.
seconds action time of the S139 motor, the core and strap-ons together fire to carry the rocket to 42 kilometers altitude.
External power withdrawn.
The L40s continue to burn for another 39 seconds. The GSLV rocket implements hot separation of the first and second stages,
Flight coefficient
meaning
loading
thereby
started.
that the GS2 ignites before the GS1 and strap-ons separate as a single unit. Therefore, GS2 ignites
Flight
at
coefficient loading completed.
149.6 seconds into the flight and GS1 separates 151.2 seconds into the flight. The altitude of the rocket at this time is around 70 kilometers and the relative velocity is 2.29 kilometers per second. 159 seconds into flight, closed
T-minus
loop
5
guidance
minutes.
is initiated so that the launch vehicle can autonomously decide its trajectory based on the final destination of spacecraft injection. Payload fairing is separated when the launch vehicle clears dense atmosphere as aerodynamic shape is no longer required. After 142.2 seconds burn time of GS2, the launch vehicle ascends to 132 kilometers altitude. Cryogenic upper stage, or CUS, also called as GS3, is the third stage of GSLV. During the 14 minutes of its operation, considerable relative velocity addition takes place. At the start of the CUS, the relative velocity is 4.7 kilometers per second, which increases to 9.7 kilometers per second during the next 14 minutes. The separation of the satellite NVS-02
T-minus
is
4
scheduled to
minutes.
take place at 19 minutes 10 seconds into the flight. The altitude expected at this instant is 322 kilometers.
मौसम पूरी तरह सामान्य, पूरी तरह अनुकूल है इस प्रमोशन के लिए। GSLV F15 का प्रमोशन घटनाक्रम कुछ इस प्रकार होगा। सर्वप्रथम T-4.8 सेकेंड्स पर चारों L40 स्ट्रैप-ऑन बूस्टर प्रज्वलित होंगे। उचित दबाव प्राप्त कर लेने के पश्चात लॉन्च होल्ड को रिलीज किया जाएगा। इसके बाद T0 S139 कोर बूस्टर का प्रज्वलन होगा। प्रथम चरण के लगभग 150 सेकेंड के पश्चात द्वितीय चरण का प्रज्वलन शुरू हो जाएगा और द्वितीय चरण के प्रज्वलन के तुरंत बाद ही प्रथम चरण का पृथक्करण होगा। इसे हम हॉट सेपरेशन कहते हैं। द्वितीय चरण जो कि L40 HT के नाम से जाना जाता है, यह तरल नोदक पृथ्वी भंडारक ईंधन का प्रयोग करते हुए इसमें दाब भारित विकास इंजन लगा हुआ है जो यान को 846 किलो न्यूटन का प्रणोद प्रदान करता है। इस चरण का कार्यकाल लगभग 141.6 सेकंड्स का होगा। द्वितीय चरण के दौरान यान क्लोज लूप गाइडेंस के अंतर्गत होगा और यान लगभग 115 किलोमीटर की ऊंचाई प्राप्त कर लेने पर पेलोड फेयरिंग ऊष्मा कवच को यान से पृथक कर दिया जाएगा। इसके उपरांत पहले तृतीय चरण को सक्षम किया जाएगा और बाद में द्वितीय चरण को यान से पृथक कर दिया जाएगा। लगभग 132 किलोमीटर की ऊंचाई पर तृतीय चरण जो कि क्रायो अपर स्टेज कहलाता है, इसका प्रज्वलन शुरू होगा। यह चरण लगभग 840 सेकंड तक प्रज्वलित रहकर उपग्रह को प्रमोशन की स्थितियां प्रदान करेगा। लगभग 322 किलोमीटर की ऊंचाई तथा 9.69 किलोमीटर प्रति सेकंड के सापेक्ष गति के साथ उपग्रह को कक्षा में स्थापित किया जाएगा। यह प्रमोशन मिशन लगभग 1150 सेकंड्स में पूरा किया जाएगा। अब हम उड़ान से 1 मिनट 18 सेकंड की दूरी पर। दर्शकों का रोमांच यहां देखते ही बनता है।
All stations, stand by for the time mark. T-1 minute. Sharp surround. -55 seconds. -50 seconds.
दर्शकों के लिए जानकारी के लिए बता दें, इनमें सबसे पहले T-4.8 सेकंड्स पर चारों L40 स्टेप ऑन बूस्टर्स को प्रज्वलित किया जाएगा।
-40 seconds. -35 seconds. -30 seconds.
Real-time programs activities.
-25 seconds. -20 seconds. -15 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1,
L40 stages are ignited.
+5 seconds.
Lift off normal.
Magnificent liftoff of
tracking.
GSLV-F15 NVS-02 mission. 100th
P2
launch
tracking.
mission of ISRO embarks on its journey.
tracking.
+20 seconds.
विहंगम दृश्य सफलतापूर्ण उत्थापन GSLV-F15 रॉकेट का चारों L40s तथा कोर बूस्टर S139 वर्तमान में प्रज्वलित हैं और यान को उद्दिष्ट कक्षा की ओर लेके जा रहे हैं।
An eastward mission launched at 106 degrees azimuth.
+40 seconds.
GSLV core S139 and the 4 L40 strap-ons thrusting simultaneously. Cumulative thrust is 7,535 kilonewtons.
प्रथम चरण में कोर बूस्टर
Plus
है
1 minute.
जो कि
Sharvan
ठोस नोदक पर आधारित है। कोर
Sharp to
बूस्टर
main auto.
का प्रज्वलन काल लगभग 111 सेकंड का है। इसके पश्चात भी L40 जो स्टेप ऑन बूस्टर्स हैं उनका प्रज्वलन लगभग 50 सेकंड और आगे चलेगा। इस तरह लगभग 150 सेकंड्स पर प्रथम चरण का प्रज्वलन काल समाप्त होगा।
Action time for the core solid motor is 112 seconds and that of the strap-ons is 149 seconds. HTPB based propellant in S139 and L40s are powered by turbo pump fed Vikas engine based on earth storable propellant. Shar ground station acquiring the trajectory data.
S139 stage ban out.
कोर बूस्टर का प्रज्वलन काल समाप्त हो चुका है।
+2 minutes.
स्टेप ऑन बूस्टर अभी भी प्रज्वलित है। इस दौरान यह लगभग 3000 किलो
First
न्यूटन का
stage
प्रणोद उत्पन्न कर रहे
performance
हैं।
normal.
कुछ ही क्षणों में L40 स्टप-ऑन बूस्टर्स बंद हो जाएंगे और GS2 द्वितीय चरण का प्रज्वलन शुरू होगा।
L40 stages thrust cutoff, second stage ignited, first stage separated, interstage separated, closed loop guidance initiated.
Current altitude is 81 kilometers. We are 169 seconds into the flight.
Second stage performance normal.
जी हाँ, जैसा आपने सुना, प्रथम चरण के
3
कार्यकाल के पश्चात उसे यान से पृथक कर दिया गया है तथा द्वितीय चरण जो कि तरल नोदक पर आधारित चरण है, इसका प्रज्वलन शुरू हो चुका है। यह लगभग 141 सेकंड का प्रज्वलन काल है। इस दौरान यह लगभग 846 किलोन्यूटन का प्रणोद उत्पन्न कर रहा है।
Also known as the GSLV-F15, the second stage operates on UH-25 and N204. High thrust Vikas engine develops 846
performance
kilonewtons
normal.
thrust in vacuum. Burn time of GS2 for the present mission is 141 seconds. Shar and Port Blair stations currently tracking.
द्वितीय चरण का प्रज्वलन जारी है। इसमें हाइपरगोलिक ईंधन का इस्तेमाल होता है।
Payload fairing
+4
separated.
minutes.
Shielding of the spacecraft from atmosphere is no longer necessary. The current altitude is more than
Second
100
stage
kilometers.
performance
The
normal.
payload fairing has been separated. Shar and Port Blair ground stations continue to track.
पूर्व निर्धारित तरीके से 115 किलोमीटर की ऊंचाई प्राप्त कर लेने के पश्चात ऊष्मा कवच को यान से पृथक कर दिया जाता है।
Trio stage is authorized.
द्वितीय चरण का कार्यकाल अब समाप्त होने को है। तृतीय चरण जो कि क्रायो अपर स्टेज है, उसे अनुमोदित कर दिया गया है। कुछ ही क्षणों में द्वितीय
Second
चरण
stage thrust cutoff. Second stage separated. Trio stage ignition commanded.
+5 minutes.
द्वितीय चरण को सफलतापूर्वक पृथक कर दिया गया है।
Trio stage ignition confirmed.
Here's a piece of good news. The third stage, the cryogenic upper stage, has commenced its operation.
जी हाँ, एक बहुत जटिल इंजन होता है क्रायोजेनिक इंजन और इसका प्रज्वलन शुरू हो चुका है। यह बहुत ही हर्ष का पल होता है यहाँ वैज्ञानिकों के लिए। वर्तमान में क्रायो अपर स्टेज प्रज्वलित है। यह लगभग 840 सेकंड तक प्रज्वलित रहेगा। इस दौरान यह 75 किलोन्यूटन का प्रणोद उत्पन्न कर रहा है।
We are 345 seconds into the flight. Current altitude is 143 kilometers.
सभी तंत्र सामान्य प्रदर्शन करते हुए और यान उद्देश्य कक्षा की ओर बढ़ता हुआ।
The cryogenic upper stage with 15 tons of propellant loading is currently operating. Liquid hydrogen as the fuel and liquid oxygen as the oxidizer. Burn time of the stage is
Trio
14
stage
minutes for this
performance
mission.
normal.
The speciality of the stage is that its specific impulse is 453.5 seconds. It's a measure of the amount of thrust produced by a rocket engine per unit of propellant consumed over a specific period of time. Cryogenic stage is technically a very complex system compared to liquid or earth-storable liquid propellant stages due to its use of propellants at extremely low temperatures and the associated thermal and structural problems. Oxygen liquefies at minus 183 degrees Celsius and hydrogen at minus 253 degrees Celsius. The propellants at these low temperatures are to be pumped using turbopumps running at around 40,000 RPM. It also entails complex ground support systems like propellant storage and filling systems, cryo engine and stage test facilities, transportation and handling of cryo fluids and
Cryo
related
stage
safety
performance
aspects.
normal.
अब हम उड़ान से लगभग 460 सेकंड दूरी पर आ चुके हैं। वर्तमान में यान की ऊंचाई 149 किलोमीटर तथा सापेक्ष गति 5.26 किलोमीटर प्रति सेकंड। अपेक्षित
8 minutes.
पथ का अनुकरण करते हुए यह यान इसरो द्वारा फिर से एक बार परिपक्व प्रमोशन का प्रदर्शन किया जा रहा है। यह मिशन दक्षिणी पूर्वी दिशा का मिशन है, इसलिए इस यान को अनुवर्तन के लिए शार, पोर्ट ब्लेयर, ब्रूने तथा बैग स्थित ग्राउंड रडार स्टेशन के माध्यम से इसे ट्रैक किया जा रहा है। यान के सभी आंकड़े लगभग वास्तविक समय पर हम तक उपलब्ध होते हैं।
Cryo stage performance normal.
वर्तमान में शार तथा पोर्ट ब्लेयर स्थित रडार स्टेशन हम तक यह आंकड़े उपलब्ध करा रहे हैं। क्रायोजेनिक अपर स्टेज तृतीय चरण है GSLV रॉकेट का। वर्तमान में वह प्रज्वलित है और 75 किलो न्यूटन के प्रणोद के साथ यान को उद्दिष्ट कक्षा की ओर ले जा रहा है।
Two gimbal steering engines provide for control of the stage during its thrusting phase. Nominal thrust developed by the engine is 75 kilonewtons in vacuum.
यह प्रज्वलन काल लगभग 840 सेकंड का होने वाला है। इस दौरान आपको नाविक उपग्रह के बारे में जानकारी प्रदान करते हैं। नाविक नक्षत्र मुख्यतः दो तरीके की सुविधाएं प्रदान करने के लिए सक्षम है: मानक स्थिति निर्धारण सेवा तथा
10
प्रतिबंधित सेवाएं। प्रारंभिक सुविधा क्षेत्रों में 20 मीटर की स्थिति विभेदनशीलता तथा समय परिशुद्धता में 40 नैनोसेकंड की परिशुद्धता के साथ इसे
Cryo stage
अभिकल्पित किया
performance
गया है।
normal.
द्वितीय पीढ़ी के 5 नौवहन उपग्रहों में द्वितीय कड़ी जोड़ने जा रहा है यह NVS-02। यह नक्षत्र वर्तमान में नाविक सेवाओं, नौवहन सेवाओं में अभिवृद्धि कर विशिष्ट सेवाएं प्रदान करने के लिए जा रहा है। इन उपग्रहों में L1 बैंड का प्रयोग किया जा रहा है। इसमें अतिरिक्त सेवाओं का विस्तार किया गया है। NVS-02 उपग्रह को L1, L5 और S बैंड में कार्य करने के लिए तैयार किया गया है। इसके अतिरिक्त रेंजिंग के लिए C बैंड का प्रयोग किया जा रहा है। इस उपग्रह को I2K बस पर आधारित कर बनाया गया है। लगभग 3 किलोवाट के विद्युत क्षमता के साथ यह उपग्रह IRNSS-1E को प्रतिस्थापित करेगा। इस अंतरिक्ष यान में रुबिडियम एटॉमिक फ्रीक्वेंसी स्टैंडर्ड, जो कि एक परमाणविक घड़ी है, इसका प्रयोग किया जा रहा है। यह पूरी तरह स्वदेशी है। इस उपग्रह को UR सैटेलाइट सेंटर बेंगलुरु द्वारा अभिकल्पित, विकसित तथा समन्वित किया गया है। कई तरीके के परीक्षणों के पश्चात पूरी
Cryo
तरह
stage
सत्यापित तथा
performance
मान्य होने
normal.
पर यहां शार लाया जाता है और कुछ अन्य गतिविधियों के पश्चात पूरी सावधानी के साथ प्रमोचक यान पर एकीकृत कर इसका प्रमोशन किया जाता है।
+12 minutes.
वर्तमान में GSLV का तृतीय चरण क्रायो अपर स्टेज क्रायोजेनिक इंजन कार्यरत है और पूरी तंत्र सामान्य प्रदर्शन कर रहे हैं।
the cryogenic upper stage currently thrusting. We are 740 seconds into the flight. As Port Blair station continues to track, Brunei also has joined. Let me explain to the viewers something about the NVS-02 satellite. NavIC stands for Navigation with Indian Constellation. It is an independent regional navigation satellite system designed to provide accurate position, velocity, and timing service to users in India
Cryostage performance
as well as
normal.
to region extending about 1,500 kilometers beyond Indian landmass. The first generation of NavIC satellites were launched by PSLV launch vehicles between July 2013 and April 2018. To ensure continuity of services, NavIC Constellation will be augmented by second generation of satellites. The first among the second generation of satellites, NVS-01, has been launched by GSLV-F15 mission on 29th of May 2023. Master Control Facility at Hassan in
14
Karnataka
minutes.
and Bhopal in Madhya Pradesh monitors and controls the geostationary and geosynchronous satellites of ISRO. The NavIC ground segment is responsible for parameter generation and transmission, satellite control, ranging and integrity monitoring, as well as timekeeping.
Cryostage performance normal.
The NVS-02 satellite will be placed in geosynchronous orbit at 111.75 degrees east, replacing its IRNSS predecessor of the first generation. The positioning system principle is based on trilateration. That is, to know the position of any person or any object accurately, minimum 3 satellites should be simultaneously trackable at that point. And to know the time or altitude,
Plus
one
15
additional
minutes.
satellite should be monitored at that point. An accurate timing maintained by the onboard rubidium atomic clocks is the key to measuring precise distance to the satellites. Because of the trilateration method, with the visibility of minimum 3 satellites at that place, can remove the errors and provide precise time and positional accuracy of better than 20 meters. The timing accuracy will be better than 40 nanoseconds. The NVS series of satellites incorporate L1 band signals together with L5 and S band for standard positioning service. The ranging payload consists of C-band transponder used for two-way CDMA
Plus 16
ranging
minutes.
to facilitate precise orbit determination.
एनवीएस उग्र के मुख्य अनुप्रयोग इस प्रकार हैं।
Cryostage performance
इसमें
normal.
सामरिक अनुप्रयोग, स्थलीय, हवाई और समुद्री नौवहन सेवाएं, परिशुद्ध कृषि, भूगणितीय सर्वेक्षण, पेड़ प्रबंधन, मोबाइल उपकरणों के स्थान आधारित सेवाएं, उपग्रहों के लिए दिशा निर्धारण, आधुनिक इंटरनेट ऑफ थिंग्स आधारित अनुप्रयोग, आपातकालीन सेवाएं और मानक समय सेवाएं शामिल हैं। इन सभी अनुप्रयोगों को सिद्ध करने के लिए यह NVS-2 उपग्रह, जो कि नक्षत्र का एक भाग है, इसे पूर्ण करने जा रहा है।
Plus 17 minutes.
अब हम उड़ान से 1000 सेकंड्स दूर आ चुके हैं। वर्तमान में यान की ऊंचाई 200 किलोमीटर है और सापेक्ष गति 8.69 किलोमीटर प्रति सेकंड। सभी तंत्र सामान्य कार्य प्रदर्शन करते हुए।
The cryogenic upper stage currently operating. The NVS series of satellites will provide strategic applications. It will enhance terrestrial,
Cryo stage
aerial,
performance normal.
and maritime navigation. A farming management strategy called precision farming will be made possible through NVS-02. It involves observing, measuring, and responding to temporal and spatial variability to maximize crop yields, reduce waste,
Plus
and
18
increase
minutes.
productivity. Ability to obtain highly accurate position, location, and elevation of points on Earth's surface by NVS-02 will help in geodetic surveying. Commercial applications involve fleet management to track vehicles and allowing the monitoring of performance. Mobile devices can be used to interact and obtain location-based services. With its continuous tracking and coverage capabilities, NVS is set to become a powerful means in precise orbit determination of satellites. Other noteworthy applications include IoT-based applications, emergency services, and timing services. We are 18 minutes 50 seconds into flight.
Cryo stage thrust cutoff.
Plus 19 minutes.
तृतीय चरण को अब
Satellite injection conditions are achieved.
बंद कर दिया गया है तथा प्रमोशन की स्थितियां प्राप्त हो चुकी हैं
NVS-02 satellite separated.
और हर्ष का पल यहाँ पर सफलतापूर्वक NVS-2 उपग्रह को अंतरिक्ष में
NVS-02 mission accomplished.
उद्दिष्ट कक्षा में अंतक्षेपित कर दिया गया है।
This is range operation director. With this mission accomplishment, the spaceport of India, SDG SHAR, Sriharikota, ISRO Department of Space, had completed 100 launches from here. That is from GSLV-E1 10th August 1979 to GSLV-F15 29 June 2025. Congratulations Team ISRO for 100 launch missions. Handing over to Mission Director.
This is Mission Director. The successful completion of GSLV-F15 NVS-02 mission, I very happily declare, as per the intended target, that is the NVS-02 spacecraft at the intended geostationary transfer orbit is now injected and the mission is completed. Thank you.
NVS-02 satellite in its orbit and ISRO basking in the jubilation and glory with the success of 100th launch mission from Satish Dhawan Space Center, SHAR, Sriharikota. We commentators will take leave from you. Do continue to stay tuned for the address by Secretary DOS, Chairman ISRO, Dr. V. Narayanan.
मिशन की सफलता के साथ आप सभी दर्शकों तथा इसरो के सभी वैज्ञानिकों को हार्दिक शुभकामनाएं। नया वर्ष नई आकांक्षाओं के साथ यह साल आप सभी के लिए मंगलमय हो। आइए आपको लिए चलते हैं सचिव अंतरिक्ष विभाग और अध्यक्ष इसरो डॉक्टर वी नारायणन के संबोधन के लिए।
Please, all directors, please come. Direct, all kind of, please. A very good morning, India. I am extremely happy to announce from the spaceport of ISRO that the first launch of this year 2025 has been successfully accomplished, with GSLV-F15 launch vehicle precisely injecting the navigation satellite NVS-02 in the required intended orbit. This mission is the 100th launch from our launch pads, which is very significant milestone of India. Our space program was conceived and started by visionary leader Professor Vikram Sarabhai and taken forward by generations of leaders. Couple of senior leaders are right now available in the VIP gallery. Till today, we have developed 6 generations of launch vehicles. The first launch vehicle was developed under the guidance of Professor Satish Dhawan with APJ Abdul Kalam as the project director, and the launch took place in the year 1979. From that till today, including today's launch, we have accomplished 100 launches from these launch pads. Over these 100 launches, we have lifted 548 satellites to orbit. Over these 100 launches, totally we have lifted 120 tons of payload, including 23 tons of 433 foreign satellites. This launch site has witnessed several significant milestones of the Indian space program, including 3 Chandrayaan missions, a Mars orbiter mission, Aditya L1 mission, SRE mission, a single rocket placing 104 satellites in the orbit, and host of communication, Earth observation, and navigation satellites. On behalf of the present generation of ISRO leaders, I salute all the previous generation of leaders, the past and present employees, and our family members, industrial and academia partners for the sincere efforts, hard work, and dedication that enable us to accomplish this mission. Let me also express our sincere gratitude for the political leadership for the encouragement and support provided throughout the space activities, space program. As you all know, we have 4 operational launch vehicles: PSLV, GSLV, LVM-3, and SSLV. Today's mission was the 17th launch of GSLV with the 11th indigenous cryogenic stage. In this mission, the data has come, all the vehicle systems have performed as expected, and the satellite is injected with very minimal level of dispersion. Let me congratulate the launch vehicle community, industrial partners, and academia for the successful performance of GSLV-F15. As all of you know, the NavIC system is evolving as the backbone of indigenous satellite navigation ecosystem of Indian region. The first batch of IRNSS satellites launched in the previous decade has been successful in establishing the PND services in the country. The NVS series is the second generation of these satellites that are progressively being deployed by GSLV to augment Navy Constellation and further strengthening the PND ecosystem in the nation. The NVS-02 satellite incorporates the second indigenous atomic clock, which is a shining example of Make in India in the critical technology development. Today, many applications based on NavIC, spanning from strategic uses, tracking of shipping vessels, time synchronization, train tracking, and safety of life alert dissemination are accomplished. Let me congratulate the spacecraft team and all the teams, including range, tracking, all the teams for the successful accomplishment what is done today. In the coming days, we look forward to further orbit raising operation of the satellite and successful deployment in the assigned orbit. Right now, along with me, the present leaders, the mission director, satellite project director, and directors of all the centers and units are with me. Now, let me request them to address. First, let me start with the mission director, Sri Thomas Kurian.
Thank you, sir.
beloved Chairman ISRO, Secretary Department of Space, Dr. V. Narayanan sir, former Chairman, Center Directors, entire ISRO fraternity watching this from Sriharikota and other locations, and my dear fellow countrymen, a very good morning to all of you. Today, as GSLV-F15 very successfully executed its mission by placing the NVS-02 satellite into its precise geostationary transfer orbit, we mark a historic milestone, the 100th mission from Sriharikota, the spaceport of India. This incredible achievement reflects the unwavering commitment, dedication, and excellence of Team ISRO and the trust placed in us by the people of India. I congratulate and salute the entire ISRO team for accomplishing this historic achievement. This was the 17th mission of GSLV. This mission carried second-generation navigation satellite NVS-02 that can contribute significantly to enhance the capabilities of the indigenous navigation system, NavIC, with respect to position, navigation, and timing. I take this opportunity to thank our respected Chairman ISRO, Dr. Narayanan sir, and the immediate past Chairman, Dr. Somnath sir, for the guidance, support, and encouragement provided to us. I gratefully acknowledge the support provided by the ISRO Center Directors and the various review fora for the meticulous reviews and thoughtful guidance for ensuring the smooth execution of this mission. I thank all the system development agencies spread across ISRO centers and the industrial partners across India for the timely realization and delivery of launch vehicle systems meeting the required quality standards. To Team ISRO, this success belongs to you. I sincerely thank the technical teams and the support teams, including the family members and everyone who directly or indirectly supported for ensuring the seamless operations throughout this campaign. Congratulations to the satellite team and best wishes for the subsequent operations for positioning the satellite in the final orbit. Finally, let me take this opportunity to thank Vehicle Director Mr. Dhanasekaran, Associate Vehicle Director Asha Mary Matthew, Mission and Project Executives, and the core project members for the commitment, dedication you displayed in every aspect of the activities. Let us take pride in the achievement and move forward to tackle the future challenges in space sector in India to make the tricolor soar high. Thank you. Jai Hind. Now we have got the satellite director, Mr. Karthik. He will address.
Good morning, everybody. Along with the chairman and the mission director, I also congratulate and thank the GSLV and the SHAR teams for the perfect and precise launch. Coming to NVS-02, it is the second satellite in the second generation of the navigation satellite series, NVS series, for the Navi constellation. Similar to its predecessor, NVS-01, it has an indigenous atomic clock, which will showcase our capability in this very, very critical technology. Also, it has L1 band navigation signal, along with the heritage L5 and S signals. It will expand and widen our navigation services. The main mission objective of NVS-02 is to provide position, navigation, and timing services for the Indian mainland and 1,500 kilometers surrounding it. At this moment, I would like to thank Chairman ISRO, Director URSC Higher Management, as well as PRD SNPO for their constant guidance and mentoring. I also thank all the DPDs, PMs, and other project executives for implementing and executing the project. I thank all the other stakeholders, as well as the vendors, contractors, and the other family members who are supported for this mission. Thank you, one and all.
Now we have got Dr. Unnikrishnan Nair, who is the director of Vikram Sarabhai Space Center, the lead center responsible for the launch vehicle. He will address.
Good morning. Today we mark a historic milestone with the 100th launch of from Sriharikota. Really a momentous occasion for all of us. It really showcases the country's prowess in space technology. It is again a testament to the dedication, hard work, and the innovation exhibited by the technical engineers, technicians, and all staff in ISRO and across industries. So this launch, this 100th launch by GSLV placing NVS-02 is going to significantly enhance the PNT services in the country and is going to contribute a lot to the science and technology. Again, it is a significant milestone for us, demonstrating our commitment for self-reliance and indigenous development. As we celebrate this historic event, we also acknowledge the significance of Sriharikota, our premier spaceport from where 100th launch is taking place. I'm sure the 200th mark we will be achieving significantly faster because of the present vibrant ecosystem prevailing in our country. I congratulate all the people who are connected with this historic milestone, all ISRO centers, all industry partners, academia, and the entire country for the wonderful achievement. Jai Hind.
Now, the Director of Spaceport of India, Dr. Rajarajan, also the lab chairman will address.
Thank you, Chairman. A very good morning. Today marks a very special milestone in the India space journey. We are at the Centurion launch from the spaceport of SDSC Shah. So when we look back, each one of these launches has brought us new challenges, new learnings, new opportunities, and achievements. Actually, each of these launches have propelled our capacity and capability to near and near horizons, even towards Moon, Mars, and even to the Sun, towards Sun. More than that, each of these have helped us to connect with the unconnected through disaster warning, the communications, and many more to come, like medicine, tele-educations, and for the betterment of humanity as a whole. And each of these countdown from this center have inspired countless youngsters to take up the careers in science and technology. Let us take this momentous occasion to remember the visionaries, the founding fathers, and others who laid this foundation for the success. And we are indeed proud to have few of them in our midst at today's historic day. With all those who have worked tirelessly and vigorously with passion and significant contribution, who worked behind the scenes, and for all those family members and every Indian who stands as a stakeholder in this unforgettable journey, we remember them and salute them. Let us all celebrate this historic occasion with pride and look forward to many, many milestones, and as the space sector looks to be very vibrant, to achieve many more centuries in a very quick time to come, in the days to come together. I salute and thank one and all. Jai Hind.
Mr. Shankaran, who is the Director of URAV Satellite Center, responsible for realizing the satellite, will address now.
Thank you, sir. Good morning. Congratulations to the GSLV team, project team, and also to all the launch vehicle community for making this launch perfect one. Congratulations to the project team of NVS-02 and all the satellite stakeholders who have made this spacecraft realized in time for this launch. I can now declare that the spacecraft has been injected very precisely with very small rates, rock steady injection, and the two solar arrays have been deployed and power generation has been confirmed. And the rest of the activities will be continued from the control center at URSC and MCF Hassan. This work will go on. But as already pointed out, today's launch is for the celebration of SDSC Shar, who are the backbone behind all our successes towards this launching of our vehicles and satellites. I take this opportunity to congratulate past and present leaders and members of the SDSC Shar team for this milestone achievement of 100th launch. And also, at this point, it is pertinent to remember that this clockwork kind of activities that happen at SDSC Shar is not happened overnight. It has happened over the painstaking effort by everybody involved in the launch vehicle program, right from VSSC, LPSC, IPRC, and SDSC Shar. the past and present leaders have made it possible. And as we all hope, the second double century will happen in very, very short time. Thank you very much, and all the very best to the satellite team. Thank you.
Space Application Center Director, Mr. Nilesh Desai. His team has delivered the payloads as well as the indigenous atomic clock. Yes, Mr. Nilesh.
Good morning. At the outset, let me congratulate the launch vehicle and the project team for the success of this particular mission, and also to the launch vehicle team, as well as all the forefathers of the launch program who are responsible for the success for this 100th milestone which we have achieved for our launch missions. So let me congratulate all of them and wish all the best for all future activities as well. As far as this mission is concerned, Space Application Center has delivered the very advanced and reconfigurable payload. So that is again a step in a forward direction for having future payloads. So let me also congratulate my team at Space Application Center for the development of the payload as well as the atomic clock about which it has been mentioned. So this is the second indigenous atomic clock which has gone into the space, and we are now in the process of indigenization of all these activities. So let me congratulate all of them, all the stakeholders of this mission. And I would like to take this opportunity to announce about the development of a very indigenous 28 nanometer NavIC ASIC, which will go a long way in proliferation of various application activities for this, our Indian indigenous navigation programs. So once again, I thank all of you and wish you all the best for future activities. Thank you.
Now the cryogenic stage and liquid stages are developed and delivered by both LPSC, Liquid Propulsion System Center, and ISRO Propulsion Complex. First, we'll have the Director LPSC Mohan, followed by Director IPRC, Mr. Asir Pakiraj. Yes, Mohan.
Good morning, India. So we have started today the second launch of this year. We have a very successful GSLV-F15 NVS-02 mission. The GSLV has got 6 propulsion stages, the 4 L40 stages, GS2 stage, and the cryogenic stage. And it has performed flawlessly from the time of the commencement of countdown. Yesterday, early morning, 3 o'clock, the filling started for the L40s, followed by the, GS2, and then followed by L40. And today, early morning, or rather midnight onwards, the filling of cryogenic stage has happened. And all the parameters during the pre-launch operations have gone flawlessly. So which shows the confidence and maturity of the preparation of the cryo stage, as well as the design, as well as the predictions. It is almost on dot. The predictions are almost on dot, and it has performed excellently, the cryo stage. So that gives a lot of confidence for us to proceed with many more launches of GSLV, which is planned already. And as you all know, that the majority of the engines and the tanks and many structures are coming from industry. And let me thank in this occasion all the industry partners who have contributed immensely from the material resource as well as the integration, hardware delivery, engine delivery, and supporting during various activities of the preparation of the stage. And also I specifically thank the entire LPAC community for this excellent launch. And also the work doesn't stop here for the LPAC community, because the satellite propulsion system also is the responsibility of LPAC. And tonight onwards, we are starting the activities of the orbit racing from the LAM engine, and our team is ready for these activities next 3 days, finally to reach make the NVS-01 in the right orbit. So thank you very much, and best wishes to all of you. Jai Hind.
Congratulations, India. We have reached the 100th successful launch with the launch of GSLV. It's very heartening to know that we are touching the 100 with a stylish stroke of launching successfully the GSLV for the NVS-02 satellite. We really feel very happy that this achievement is done in the presence of the existing Team ISRO, in the presence of our seniors and mentors. And at ISRO Propulsion Complex, Mahendragiri, we have carried out the testing and integration of all the liquid propulsion systems of this vehicle, including the L40 engine, GS2 stage, the cryogenic upper stage, and the spacecraft propulsion system liquid apogee motor. And I thank the entire IPRC family for delivering this goods and services in a very, very appropriate way, and also the liquid hydrogen for servicing the entire vehicle. And while placing on record the contributions of the entire centers of ISRO, I also thank the IPRC team for the successful contribution to make ISRO very proud and to make our flag of the country to fly high and higher. Thank you.
Thank you. Now we have got the ISRO Inertial System Unit Director, Mr. Batma Kumar. His team is responsible for delivering inertial systems for launch vehicles and satellites. Batma Kumar.
Very good morning and greetings to all of you. A special occasion for all of us, a century of liftoffs. And the kind of accuracy that we have reached in achieving this orbit is quite notable. 0.5 kilometer in perigee, around 72 kilometer in apogee of 37,000 kilometers, and an inclination difference of just 0.02 degrees. And right now, with this, and I should say that it is a NVS performance to the NVS-02 satellite. With this, we will be having 5 NavIC satellites, and I am sure that we will be able to do a real good fix with these 5 satellites. This generation of the leaders now we have here has been associated with the launch vehicle program from ASLV onwards. That is approximately 97 to 96 liftoffs. And we are very happy to be here on this 100th liftoff. And I am sure that we will be hitting more centuries in future. At this point of time, I want to congratulate the IISU team, the ISRO team, and the entire nation for being here, giving us this opportunity. Thank you. Jai Hind.
We have got the ISRO Director, Dr. Anil.
Yeah, very good morning to all. The respected Chairman ISRO, former Chairman, my colleagues. It's really a remarkable achievement today what we had. Let me congratulate all the ISRO team for this wonderful success. Also, let me put on record the appreciation to Sriharikota, SDSC SHAR, for the 100th launch from this spaceport. And also, this ISRO, all the ground stations supported very well for this mission. And it is after the tiring support for the SpaceX mission, back to back. And ISRO is doing marvelous activities with the back-to-back successes in many missions. Let me thank my ISRO team who has supported very well, and especially TTC Director Raghavendra for doing this wonderful job. Thanks to all. Jai Hind.
Thank you. We have got 2 more center directors, the NRSC Director, Mr. Dr. Prakash Chavan, and Human Spaceflight Center Director, D.K. Singh. Both of you, please address few words.
Thank you, sir. Good morning to all and good morning to India. Let me first congratulate the entire GSLV team as well as our NVS-02 satellite team for achieving this wonderful feat of launching the satellite into a perfect orbit. And at the same time, let me also congratulate the entire SDSC SHAR community for the 100th launch from this beautiful spaceport of India. NVS-02 will create another very important milestone as far as the applications of satellite technology for various issues are concerned, especially in terms of providing very precise positioning, timing, and navigation services for the country. And it will augment our current NavIC series of services, which will go a long way in terms of fulfilling the dream of developed country. At this outset, let me once again congratulate the entire ISRO fraternity as well as the SHAR team once again for achieving this wonderful success. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you.
Good morning, all. Let me congratulate entire ISRO team for this 100th launch. from Sriharikota, and all the best for payload and spacecraft team for further operation and to bring the NavIC services to the level country is looking forward. Thank you.
You all know this 100th mission accomplishment is a teamwork. With us right now, 4 former chairmen, Dr. Radhakrishnan sir, Kiran Kumar sir, Dr. Sivan, Dr. Somnath, who was leading this program from the front. So let us give a big hand to all the 4 of them. Dear friends, reward for hard work is more work. And ISRO has got very busy year ahead with many missions lined up in the coming months. The NISR, NASA ISRO Synthetic Aperture Radar mission by GSLV-F15, a commercial flight of LVM-3 by NCL for a foreign customer, a technology demonstration satellite, TDS-01 mission to validate almost 34 technologies, which will be launched by the first PSLV being realized by an industry consortium, 2 Earth observation satellite missions, and whatnot. Lot of activities are there. Concurrently, you all know we are progressing extremely well for the preparation of the first uncrewed G1 mission as part of the Gaganyaan program, and some more experiments are targeted this year. ISRO is also gearing up for the host of developments, including the next generation launcher, NGLV, Chandrayaan 4, Chandrayaan 5 missions, Venus orbiter mission, along with the 3rd launch pad at Sriharikota and the 2nd launch complex at Kulasegarapatnam. I think we are accelerating the activities this year. Let me thank our Honorable Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji for his visionary leadership in rolling out the space sector reform. Also, the space vision, what he has given for the next 20 years for ISRO and DOS team to contribute to make this country as a developed country. Once again, wishing all the teams a great year ahead. Till we come back with the next mission, we sign off from the spaceport of India, Sriharikota. Thank you. Jai Hind.